Hey there, this is Abundant Lei 118. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I hope you've had a wonderful, fabulous day so far. Today I'm going to get into our collective reading. I'm going to do our 3 cards from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And then I'll do our extra energy from our Heart's Hidden Secrets today. And since today is actually Wealth Wednesday, I'm going to do us a special money read today as well, just to bring in some of that wealth energy. Normally I would just do the wealth deck, but today I felt like doing something different, trying something new. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me adjust that just a wee bit. I have my protection mist here. I still have not figured out why my little thing is not letting me squirt, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up. Get a little bit on my hands and in my space, shake it off, and get started. Hey. I had a very interesting dream today. I just remember, oh, I don't know what just happened right there. It's like it shuffled, but then it didn't. That was so weird. It was like, I remember shooting arrows, and it was intriguingly weird. It was like we were on like a talk show or something like that, but we had to shoot arrows. I remember that very vividly, like having to shoot arrows, like, and I'm like, I was good at it, and like I was being like I was kind of watching the other people do what they need to do, and kind of like correcting as I go. So it's like I'm shooting my own arrows, but then if I'm while I'm shooting, I'm instructing at the same time, right? So I'm having to practice what I preach. Like I'm not just telling you what to do, I'm showing you. And as I'm showing you, oh, we had a card fly out, and I love it. It's a great card. I had to learn to I had to know how to practice while I preached. So it's like I'm telling you exactly what to do. I'm informing you of what's the best behaviors for you, but I'm also being able to demonstrate it in real time. So it's like I'm able to teach you everything that you need to know in practical terms without feeling like uncomfortable or like I'm not skilled in this, or that this is not for me. It's more of like I'm so confident that I know exactly what I'm doing. Ooh, okay. So I think that that's important, collective, at this time. There is an important task for you to do that you're the most skilled at this task. You can do it with your eyes closed. It's kind of the way I'm seeing it, because like that's exactly how I feel like it was. Like I'm so skilled at archery that I can teach you how to shoot the bow and the arrow and talk you through it while still being attuned to exactly what I'm doing, and also ensuring that safety is being maintained around me. Like that's how skilled I am. I can do it with my eyes closed. So it's very important. So if there's something that you're naturally really, really good at, and maybe you've been kind of like second guessing if you're good, go teach it. Go teach it to even just one person. Just one person. Go teach it to at least one person, and that will tell you if you're really a master of it or not. Because the greatest gift that you really have is once you've learned a skill, if you can now duplicate what you've learned and teach it to others, you truly are a master. I needed to tell that to somebody, so I hope whoever needed that message, you got the message and you receive it. All right, so bottom of the deck today, we actually have the 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is like arguments, disputes, kind of aggression, intimidation, conflict. Just, it can be more or less just stress, right? We notice there's this person here who has won, right? They're the winner, and they're smirking. They feel super victorious, yet we have somebody in the background that's crying. We have somebody in the background that's just kind of like completely like just over it. They're walking away. They're not even thinking about it anymore. And I think depending on where you lie, you can be any of these 3 people. What the actual affirmation next to it is, I choose my battles wisely. So if there's something that you have to fight for, right, collective, make sure it's a battle worth fighting for, right? There's things that you can do. There's things that like, and it's kind of tying back into the dream. If you know you're an expert at something and someone comes in trying to challenge that, trying to prove, like maybe they're trying to intimidate you because they don't feel like you really know what you're talking about, or they want to test that you know what you're really talking about. I feel like I'm hearing the saying, real G's are silent like in lasagna. I want to say Lil Wayne said that. And it's to speak on the fact that when you know what you know, you don't have to speak for it. Okay, your energy speaks for you. The people who've interacted you will speak for you, right? Because you don't have to tell tall tales. If you said you could do it, then you can do it. And when you show up, it'll be shown. They will see, oh no, this person really knows what they're talking about. They're very well skilled in this. Like, oh man, like I should have listened sooner. Okay? So it's things like that. So I feel like, and again, depending, if you're one of the other people, maybe you're the one that's picking the fights, choose wisely, because the person you might be picking a fight with is somebody that's very skilled in what they do, and they're going to be successful. Underneath that card, and I don't know, I just felt the need to look. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So confirmation from my phone. So if you're this person, I said what I said. You know what you're doing. You're very successful. You are very successful in what you do. You have wisdom here next to you, because that little bird is supposed to be like a guide. It's like your spiritual advisors are there coming to tell you things, because birds are messengers. So you have wisdom around you. You have grounded wealth. This is not just, oh, I think I know something. No. This is wealth that you've built upon. That's why you have the accolades, the little coins to show for it. And I know sometimes like, well, what if my finances aren't there yet? Trust and believe me, when you're really doing what you love, even if you don't see the money yet, the money is coming. So don't be afraid that the money isn't coming. The money is coming. Just keep showing up. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Listen, you have wisdom around you. You have people that are wise that are telling you exactly what you need to know. So take heed of the lessons. Take if somebody's coming in to kind of push you a little bit, I say look at it as they're motivating you and they're stimulating your mind, because we have to remember swords are mental. This person is stimulating you. 5 is about change. They're causing a mental change within you. That's another way to look at this card. I don't necessarily see cards as good or bad, because energy is not good or bad. There's just lessons, and then there's things that we're working through, right? So you're either going to take the lesson and grow from it, or you're going to see the lesson and then have to do it again because you're ignoring it. And I feel like that's the difference of this person learned the lesson the last time. Maybe these guys picked fights with him last time, right? Maybe they picked fights with him, and so when he saw them coming this time, he was prepared. So when they came in thinking that they were going to defeat him mentally, right, with their swords, trying to attack him with their words possibly, he was mentally prepared this time. So this time they walked away defeated because they weren't able to penetrate him. He was the wiser, so he walked away wealthier. That's why you see he's holding 3 swords, but the other 2 swords are sitting at his feet, meaning he walked away with more than what he started with, because 2 of those swords belong to those 2, and they're walking away empty-handed. So they came at him, but he had his wits about him. He came prepared. Come prepared. And if you're confused, ask a question. That's what else I'm hearing. If you're confused, or if you're not sure, if you think that what they said might have been malicious, make them clarify it. Ask them to explain how that was relevant to what's going on. Whatever way you need to do it. And I'm saying that because you can be very tactful. When you're in this energy, you're going to attract people of all kinds, because you embody wealth. I always call this my baby Empress card. Okay, this is you growing into your Empress status. And you can also be an emperor too, gentlemen, okay? But this is you growing into that status, meaning you are taking that wealth and abundance and applying it practically. That's why you're doing so well financially. That's why whatever you touch is turning to gold. Mind you, she is adorned in gold. Around her hands is gold. Even her bird is gold. Everything she touches turns to gold. And that is you. Okay, so know that everything you touch turns to gold. It's going to lead you very well. And I know it's going to lead you somewhere good, because look what we have here. Oh my goodness, 2 cards here. Wow. 2 cards about travel. Wherever you're going is going to be successful. you have the world in your hands. And it's just me looking at the cards underneath. We haven't even gotten to the actual read yet. So whatever this is, you're going to be very successful. So please, 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 please do not be fearful. Be confident. Trust in yourself. You got this. You really do got this. You're going to do great. I promise you. I also know that because look, it was hiding a card and it's another 5. So, ooh, you're taking a leap of faith. I'm sorry, it's a 4. I said 5. It's a 4, which is about stability and home. You're taking a leap of faith. You're going in a new direction. You're going towards something new. So this is a card that shot out, which is the Fool. We all love the Fool. The Fool is about taking that leap off the edge and going into the unknown, right? You're stepping off the ledge. You grab everything that you need. Like I said, you're resourceful, so you only grab what you need, your trusty companion, and you're ready to take that leap of faith because you trust in yourself. This is the journey that begins you, that gets you to the world. The Fool is your spiritual journey that you take. You start off as the Fool. You know nothing. But by the end, you know everything. By the end, you know everything. So maybe you're just starting, and maybe that's why you don't feel like the 9 of Pentacles yet. Maybe you're more about a 4 at this time. But I see that with the Chariot there and the 2 of Wands, the journey that you're going on is going to be fruitful, and you definitely will multiply quicker than you think you will. So maybe right now you're at a 4, and it's, again, 4s represent stability and home. Maybe things aren't as stable as you want in your home life. That's okay. You're going to be fine. I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. Any new opportunities that come in front of you, you're going to be confident to take that leap because, like I said, you're resourceful. You're resourceful. I know this can be pettiness. This can be, it doesn't matter who steps against you and comes at you with that petty energy. You are resourceful. You are resourceful. You have things to stand on. You have a mind, a wealth mindset. And the things you hold dear to your heart are motivators to you. Again, remember, I told you no energy is good or bad. The 4 of Pentacles is about holding on to things, right? Sometimes holding on too tightly. So there may be chances, because like I said, this card was hiding under this card. I didn't even know this was 2 cards. I thought only that 1 card fell out, but 2 did. So maybe the reason your Fool's journey seems delayed to you, or maybe you feel like there's this struggle, is because there's a part of you that's asking you to just take a leap of faith and trust, but you're still holding on to things in your mind, or you're holding on to the practical reality that you see. But like I said, this is mental and this is also practical. So what mental blocks are holding you back? Where are you letting other people maybe make you feel and think and behave in ways that are different than who you truly are? Because you truly are this energy here. But maybe you're allowing things outside of you to make you feel like you have to hold on so tightly. And thus, you're not able to really expand the way you want to. So I'm asking you to put your faith first. Collective. I just heard a ding. And it's funny because I don't see anything on my phone, but I heard a ding. So confirmation again. Okay? And maybe that's also what it is. Maybe there's things that's being confirmed for you, but it's not directly in your viewpoint. So you're hearing the confirmation, but because you didn't see it, you just heard it. You're like, oh, well, that can't be real. Why not? Faith. Have your faith, collective. Trust in your faith. I'm sorry, and I was kind of holding the cards backwards because technically the Fool was on top, so it should have been like that. But I wasn't thinking of it in that way. I was just holding it the way I had it in my hand, so. All right, let's get these. Oh, sorry. I want to make sure you guys can see this. Let me see. Let me scoot this over just a wee bit so I can move these over so you can actually see the cards. There we go. All right. So our first card, we have Knight of Cups. So is this something where it's pulling on your emotional strings, right? Knights are movement cards, okay? This is movement in terms of your emotions, though. With the cups, we're dealing with our emotions, our love, our feelings, things of that nature, right? Things that pull us, people we love. So there's a movement. And with the Chariot, that's also water energy that we saw under the 5 of Swords card. So there's some type of emotional change that's happening for you. Something that may have started in Cancer season, because I'm thinking of the Chariot, and you're on route, right? The Knight of Cups is not the fastest moving knight. I like to think of him because the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that's thinking. Like they want to make sure before they make a decision that they've thought it out and then they'll make a move. Knight of Cups is slow and steady, wins the race. We're moving because as you can see, the horse has lifted its foot up. We're moving. We're stepping over. But there is this little bit of water that we have to cross. So there's some type of emotional thing that we have to step over. But once we step over, the horse is able to really start making the movement we want. So there might be an emotional thing that you're needing to move from, right? And grow through it. And as you do that, as you actually take it, because like we see, you're about to take the step. So it's not like you're still delaying. You're not delayed. You're in motion. This is a knight that's moving. The leg up tells me the horse is ready to go. So you're making the emotional moves. And maybe that's where it is sometimes, right? Maybe there's a part of you, like I said, with this holding back energy here, you're moving through the emotions. You're moving through what you're feeling, even while you're feeling it. So maybe it's been heavy on you. Maybe it's been something that was stressing you out. And so that's kind of where maybe in the past it was more of this energy, right? Where it was like conflict. But now I feel like you've allowed yourself to say, listen, if something was a conflict before, I'm going to still move even through it, even if it brings me a little bit of that anxiousness, because that can also, fives again, can represent anxiousness. So it could be that there's this anxiousness around it, right? Because it's a transition. It's not stable and steady yet, but that's okay. Because guess what? This one is more stable and steady, right? You're sitting upon a horse. To me, horses represent divine intervention. I see you are the person sitting on the horse, which means the universe, spirit is moving you. So even if you don't feel like you're taking those moves, spirit is moving you regardless of what you want to do. You're being moved forward emotionally. And this also can be spiritually. You are moving and developing and growing. So even if you don't realize that you are. There is movement happening, and maybe this just is so slow and steady. You haven't seen the real transformation yet. Right? But it's kind of like when you first start working out. You are never the first one to notice that you've lost weight. Normally, it's the other people around you that notice it. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and close this door for my kids because they're being loud. Sorry about that. But maybe that's exactly what it is. When you first start working out, you're not going to be the first to notice. Actually, it may be a friend that's the first one to say, oh, I'm noticing you're losing weight. You look good. You're like, really? Oh, okay. You're the last to notice. So even if you don't realize it, and that's also what could be motivating some of this energy around you, because people around you are seeing you like this, but you're not seeing yourself there yet. You're still seeing yourself here. So you're saying, I'm still sitting at a 4. Everyone else is like, she is totally a 9. He is totally a 9. You're out here looking fabulous and amazing. And like you just look so good. And it's not like just a physical thing. I'm talking about energetically. You just look good. People want to talk to you. People enjoy being around you. People are attracted to you. You just don't see it yet. Confirmation from my phone, and it was my photos. So listen to me when I'm telling you. You're sitting mentally, possibly, at a 4, feeling like you're still here. You're still stuck here, holding on, and because even look at how he looks, right? He's adorned and stuff. He's got a crown. He's got all this, but he looks frumpy. He doesn't look, this isn't the king that looks like, I know I'm a confident and handsome king and I got all the, no, this is a king that looks like, I'm barely holding on. And I'm telling you, that is not what you actually look like. That's just what you think you look like. But everything and everyone in the universe is saying you are completely different than what you used to be. And only thing about it is you just don't see it yet. Because it's movement that's happening that you're not aware of yet, because like I said, it's slow and steady. So you don't even see that you're transforming, but you are. Didn't I talk about the world, guys? Didn't I just say, look at I am not making this up. I told you, you start the journey as the Fool and you end the journey as the World. This is in your present place. You're here already. I love when the universe gives confirmations. It just gives you such a good feeling in your heart of like, yes, yes, yes. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I'm doing. As I said, when you're able, from the beginning, when you're able to teach it, when you confidently feel like you can teach another how to do what you do, you are a master. You are a master. You did not realize you were on this fool's journey, but it has been taking you on a route to success. And all you have to do is keep the faith. You have done the work. And the universe has surrounded you with protection the entire way. You didn't even realize when you took that leap off, a bubble formed around you right when you fell. It completely, it's almost like I'm seeing literally the image of like, you know how when you go to blow the bubble and it's like that big rounding of the bubble that forms up and then it closes, right? It's like when you stepped off the ledge, you didn't realize you were jumping into like the holder of the bubbles. It's like the little circle that holds the bubbles. And as you stepped down and the wind that came from the inertia of you moving was creating, the bubble formed. And as you landed, the bubble closed on you. And it's been covering you. You've been covered this whole time. You've been covered. And success, completion, okay, achievement, all is yours. Everything that you need is coming. And you definitely will be seeing it by the next fixed energy. These are fixed signs here. The next one is Scorpio, which will be in a few weeks. You will start to see everything coming round full circle by Scorpio season. And I've kind of been getting that energy for a while now, but I'm definitely getting more and more confirmations. You will start to really see it. Like I said, confirmation from my phone. You did not see it before. Everyone else around you saw it. Everyone saw you starting to get healthier. Everyone saw your attitude changing. Everyone saw you speaking it and believing it. That's the biggest part. It's a difference when you talk about something. It's one thing when you talk about something. It's another thing when you start to believe it. Because when you start to believe it, you start to act it. You start to live it. It becomes who you are. Now it is your being and not just your thoughts and your feelings around it. You are a true example of exactly, what you speak is what you are. That's why I said you could do it with your eyes closed. Because motivating, being out there and showing up, doing whatever it is that you're doing, you do it in a way that's so natural to who you are. You're not trying to pretend. Confirmation from my phone. You're not trying to pretend to be someone else. You're just doing it your way. And yeah, maybe your way seems awkward at first to you because you're like, well, will people relate to me? Yes, there are people who are waiting for you. Don't you understand? There are people waiting. They've been waiting all their lives for you to come and teach them because they are just like you. They understand like you. They live like you. They get it. So when you start talking about it and you start sharing your experiences, they connect instantly. They're like, yes, someone who gets me, someone who understands me, that neurodivergent person who's been masking all this time and finally decided to move into something that makes sense to who they are, and they're doing amazing at it. Whoa, that person who has that degree in that field that everyone told them, why would you get a degree in that field? But they don't realize that at the time, maybe it seemed wasteful to get that degree. But now the influx of people who actually need that service is huge. And the amount of people who actually took time to learn it and are actively still, doing it It's so small that now you can go into a job interview, and when they say, what would you like to make? You're asking for 5, 6, 7-figure payouts for the year. And they're like, absolutely. Because you're a rare commodity. Nobody does it like you. And the amount of people that know what you know are small and few. Go do what you're meant to do, collective. Be great. Go be great. Oh, that just got me so excited. You are going to do such amazing things. Oh my gosh. Confirmation. Spirit, you are so good. I told you we had baby Empress, and I said even if it's Empress or Emperor, you've become it and you just don't realize it. This is the Emperor card. This is the ruler of the fours. Remember, I told you, you still think you're at this level of 4. Baby, you are the emperor. You're not just a child of this. You are it. You are the master. You are the ruler. You are the leader. You know how to do this with your eyes closed. You know how to teach this. And you know how to not even just teach it, but to adapt it to different people's learning styles. You do it in a way where any and everyone, confirmation from my phone, can get it. So when you start talking, people listen to you. You demand authority. You are not this. Look at his clothes. Look at the cloak that he is wearing. This is where you have told yourself you are. This is what everyone else is seeing. When are you going to see it? When are you going to wake up? This may have been where you started, my babies. And honestly, maybe your reality feels more like this at this time. And that's okay, because here's what I want you to realize. This king may not feel like he is special, but baby, he's still a king. Do you see his kingdom behind him? So even if things are tough, you will figure it out. You will find the way. You will find the inspiration that you need is within you. And maybe it's just a quick conversation with a good friend who knows how to talk to the boss in you. Talk to the friend that talks to the boss in you. Speak with them, sit down, have the conversation. Because that person's going to ignite your fire, and you're going to remember who you are. You're going to remember your worth. You're going to remember your value. You're going to remember exactly everything that you need to know. And when you step in front of the camera, when you step in front of the board meeting, when you go to give your dissertation, whatever it is that you have to do where you need to now show up publicly, and I am getting that. It's something where you have to go and display yourself in front of others. You are going to do absolutely fabulous. People are going to be like, I want to work with you. You're going to get the DMs, the emails, letters in the mail, whatever it is. It's going to be people saying, I want to work with you. I want to work with you now. How can I get connected to you? When, can I set up time to just sit down and do it with you? And you're going to be able to sit down and do it with them. Just sit down and do a budget with them. Sit down, talk with them about, I don't know why I'm getting like gummy bears. I'm getting gummy bears, but maybe you create some type of food or something. I'm definitely getting gummy bears. Like it's like those apple cider vinegar gummy things, but something like that. But I'm seeing them as gummy bears. So maybe it's like you're creating something, or that's what your specialty is. It's like you create something. Maybe you craft something with your hands. Maybe whatever it is that you do, it is valuable. It is something that people want, people need, people love, and you make it in a way that's got so much love and care, and like you give off like that that big sister, that aunt, that uncle, that big brother, right? Not the parent, but the relative that's close enough in age where they'll listen to you, but also at old enough where the advice you give comes because you've lived the life, so you know it from experience. That's what I'm getting. And maybe if it's not you in this energy, maybe it's the emperor can be a parent. It could be a father figure or just a matured man. So maybe it's a matured man in your life that's motivating you in this way, right? That's inspiring you in this way. Whatever it is, it's bringing out the best in you. And it's helping you show up and see for yourself how powerful and amazing you are. Because you're not this. You don't need to feel these energies, right? They're just reminders of who you are. They are not who you are, because this is who you are. This is who you are. This is a reminder of what you've overcome. This is just a reminder. And if you're feeling like this energy is coming back up, it's just to remind you of who you are. It's bringing me to the passage from, what is it? It's the Neville Goddard book we just read, and my brain is going, is it The Art of Prayer? No, that's not the one we just did. We did not do just, The Art of Prayer came before that one. What is it? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? I cannot you know what, actually, I have my book here. Let me look really quickly. I have my notebook on what we were reading. 1 second, guys, because it's going to be in my head. It's going to make me feel away if I don't pull it out. So, excuse me, Awakened Imagination. There we go. There's a part in Awakened Imagination where this woman is getting, her friend messages her and is like, hey, I want to give you my house. Okay. And she'd been looking for a really nice house. She had an idea of what she wanted, everything. She was doing the work. She was ready for it. She was excited. Her friend sends her this letter, right? So they had a conversation. The friend's like, I'm going to give you a house. Then the friend sends her a letter. In the letter, the friend goes on to talk about how all these things, you know, that she had been working so hard to improve in her life. And she felt like she had been doing a really good job of improving them. And the friend's kind of like, you know, this and this. And I just wanted to let you know about this. And it was a whole, like, she wrote the letter. And on the back page of the letter was this, it was like page 2. The whole page was just full of all these things that she did. I want to emphasize that she did. Past tense. Okay. It's not who she is right now, but it's what she was in the past. And so now she's living in her present, and this is coming up. So many of us, when we talked about it, we're like, oh, if this was me, I probably would have walked away. I would have been like, you know what? I don't even want the house because, like, what? Like, how? Like, I feel like I'm working hard to improve this. She instead took it and said, there's a message here. There's a lesson here. What is it? She sat down and she meditated and she says, universe, what is the lesson I'm supposed to get from this? So then she reread it, and then she said, aha. It's all what you used to do, how you used to act. It's all past tense, meaning confirmation. This was the letter the universe was giving her because she was doubting herself, and she wasn't sure if what she was doing was really working. Like I just said, maybe you've been working out and you're like, I don't feel like I'm seeing any progress. I don't notice a change. The universe is going to send you something to show you that there is a change. Maybe you put on an outfit that you wore maybe a month ago, and whoa, you look like 100 times better in the outfit today than you did a month ago when you wore the exact same outfit. Things are fitting in ways that they didn't fit before. Curves are showing that you didn't realize you had. And yes, maybe your face hasn't changed just yet, so you still have your little chubby face, but your body is actively changing. Maybe when you walk, you're not wheezing. Maybe you wake up and you're energized and happy. All of those are confirmations from the universe that the work you're doing is working. But because you're looking for, I should have 7, six-pack abs, and I said 7. I was going to say 7-pack abs. Sorry, guys. 6-pack abs, and my arms should be super ripped, and all. That's not going to come in 2 to 3 months of working out, babe. Unless you are going hard in the gym. And even still, that might be dangerous if it's coming that fast. You want to see progression. Progression means that you'll keep doing it. I just learned today that in order for an actual habit to set, you need to do it 66 days. We've been taught for years that it was 21 days. If you do something for 21 days, it's now a habit. It's wrong. 66 days. That's a little more than 2 months. Meaning, it's not confirmation from my phone. It's not that you're unsuccessful at the things you're doing. You haven't done it long enough for it to be created into your routine as a habit. But if you do it routinely as a habit, it will become a part of your routine. So stop picking on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop degrading yourself. You're doing great. Let's get this confirmation card. I'm sorry, guys. I'm super animated today. I had a card fly out when I was shuffling. I actually did already shuffle this deck, so I'm just going to do this. I did it beforehand because I wanted to be ready. Because I got a feeling. Oh, I got another card shoot out. Okay, I'm just going to keep those. So, didn't we get memories yesterday? What is with the memories? What is with the energies from the day before coming in? So, we got memories here. Okay. So, memories at the bottom of the deck. And then the cards that came out, I'm just going to keep those too, is thinking and fantasy. So missing you, craving and desiring. And then fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, and fantasies. I am asking you to get in if your mind is here, right, in conflict, how are you going to allow the creative side of you to really show up? Which is probably why you're not seeing yourself well. You're allowing your thoughts to play tricks on you and keep you feeling like you're here when you've already progressed and moved on to here. This is the master of the fours. There is no misunderstanding of what I said. I told you you're a master of something. And then here we had the four of pentacles here, and you came out as the master of the four. There's no faking that. It's all here for you to see. You are the master. You are the creator. Okay? You are the one who's going to be able to create everything that you want. You just got to get your thinking and get away from the missing and the craving and desiring, like thinking that it's connected to something else, something external. It's about you. Dream of everything that you want now and actively. Awakened Imagination talks a lot about that. So if you need a book recommendation, I recommend it. I recommend you reading that book. Understand the power of your imagination. When you awaken your imagination, you become the fool and you take that journey to the world. You're literally, whatever you started, you've ended and you became a master in it. You became a true master in it. Let me get the money deck. 1 second. So you are truly doing amazing. You got that emperor, empress energy growing within you. Do not be afraid of what's coming. Open your arms to it. Let yourself have it. Completely just let go of fear around it and just recognize, oops, sorry. Those cards went up flying everywhere. Let yourself really just embrace it. Embrace who you are, what you do, and just enjoy it because you're doing great. Like, I mean it. You're doing amazing. And I'm so proud of you. Sorry, those did not fly out. It slipped over my finger. I like the cards that came out though, but I'm gonna put them back. Maybe they'll come back out. But you're doing such an amazing job. And that's why it's important on this beautiful Wealth Wednesday that you remember that you're doing an amazing job and everything that you're doing is valuable. It's valuable. Okay. People want to know what you're doing. People want to connect to you. People want to hear what you think. People want to trust. They trust you. It's not they want to trust you. They trust you. Expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. Collective. I'm not even gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna let the universe. This is a new card. I haven't seen this one yet. As I tell you guys, every time I'm shuffling, sometimes I get brand new cards that are in the deck because I haven't seen all the cards yet. This is one of the cards I've never seen before. I don't have to say anything else. Everything I just said, this card is confirming. Whatever you speak out of your mouth, trust me, you're valuable, collective. All right, I love you guys. That was an amazing reading. It's got me excited. It's got me just ready to see what else is coming for us this month, collective. As I said, just be prepared for November. November is going to be amazing. So enjoy the benefits now of everything that you're doing, because it's going to really pan out and show up for you in November. So you can always like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading the comments, so please continue to comment down below. I'm going to get better at responding back. I try to respond back every time I see one pop up. So don't worry, I will be getting back with responses, but I do love actually reading them. They put such a big smile on my face. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so on my email, abundantlei118@gmail.com. Or you can also use my pensive that will be linked in the comment section, in the description section below, and you can go to my site and book a reading from me there as well. And I do everything from tarot to astrology based readings, so whatever you feel called to, you can get that there as well. And as always, be blessed and be a blessing. Mwah! Bye.